Morning students. Yesterday we had a good class. We learned about the partial fraction and we saw first type. I gave you lots of questions. Let me first introduce to you with all the types just by telling you two or three example one by one. Definitely you will be expert in that. Second type 2 I am telling you. You remember yesterday I left the question because it was depending on the second type. This what I'm going to tell you right now. So we'll put the same question again and we'll do it no matter at all. Type 2. In type 1 first, let me speak. In type 1 what we studied in denominator, factors are linear and without repeating. That was. But in type 2 question, we'll write that when denominator have factors which are linear and repeating. Very important thing. Yesterday it was not repeating, it is now repeating. Now look at I'm just putting one small example. Actually it is a combination of first kind and second kinds. First type, second type. Look at. Can you see the factors? Can you observe the factor? X plus b 1 power. Linear without repeating. First type. Which already have studied. But this is strange one. This is linear and power 2 is indicating repeating. Look at. When linear and repeating. So hope you distinguish the difference between these two. That power 1 without repetition, power 2 or power 3 or power 4 repetition. Linear factor, yes it is. So this is the old first time, this is a new second time. So how will write that? That is very important. How to write in a partial fraction type. Okay. So we will write that a upon x plus a single power. X plus a single power, then b upon, it was repeated twice, so I will write x plus a whole square. Now you have come to know the type that it was 2. So first I wrote here 1 power, then 2 power. And after finishing the type, it is actually very used to type 1, which is written with a single alphabet. Yesterday we saw this is c upon x plus b. You don't worry, this is very simple. Okay, if you don't understand, let me take one more. Suppose this is coming like that. What you will write? It is a linear and without repeating first type, and this is repeating second type. So first you will deal this one. So you will definitely write a upon because it is the first type, you know it. But it is repeating. So how I taught you repeating? First I write after a it is becoming x plus b single power. It was a 2. So c upon it is square. Simple. If you still not got, okay, let me explain something. Suppose it is a cube. What you will write? A upon x plus a. First type, this is 3. So b upon x plus b, c upon x plus b square, d upon x plus b cube. You should understand that it was a 3 power. So you know that first I took 1 power, then 2 power, then 3 power with a continuous successive letters. It was a used, then b, then c, then d will come. So it's your duty to find a, b, c, or a, b, c, a, b, c, d. And when you will succeed to find all a, b, c, d, you can do the integration. And then it will be seen after. Don't worry about that. Okay, so keep remember this concept. Let me put some question on that so that I could tell you how we can deal this kind of questions. Very easy, nothing hard, but you should know how to resolve into the partial fraction. Okay, so let me take question from the book. It is the 8th question. I equal to x upon x minus 1 square x plus 2. This is the question. So can you observe again? X upon x minus 1 square x plus 2. Can you observe this one? This is a linear and repeating. It is a linear. So okay, what we'll do? I'll write a upon x minus 1 single power, b upon double power, and then after finishing that I'll come on c upon x plus 2. Simple. Now what we'll do? We have a simple concept. Now we'll follow the same procedure. I'll take LCM. Don't make mistake after, by taking LCM. I tell you one thing. Sometimes students write all the denominators here, but it is wrong. One should assure that it is x minus 1 square, it is x minus 1, both are actually likely. We will always write a high power. Or if you're still getting confused, I will give you one suggestion. Write as it is this. Write as it is this. It will always be correct. So it is LCM of these two. Now use the procedure. You know what I'll write? A. What will come? You know x minus 1 will divide to this. X minus 1, 1 power will cancel. 1 power will remaining. And along with that it is coming. Meaning x minus 1 and x plus 2 is here. What about b? X minus 1 whole square will eliminate. So only x plus 2 will be there. And along with c, x plus 2 is cancelled on x minus 1 square is here. It's very simple. X upon x minus 1 square and x plus 2. Cancel as usual. Yesterday we saw x equal to, we got x minus 1, x plus 2, b x plus 2, c x minus 1 square. Now you have got the condition that the thing is you want to find ABC. I taught you yesterday value putting method. Whenever the linear factor is with you, please go through this. How many linear factor you are having? Can you catch? X minus 1, x minus 1. Even it is square, but type is x minus 1. So both are like same, and x plus 2 is different one. So can you observe that x minus 1 can be 0 by putting x equal to 1. So put here x equal to 1 and see what we get an answer. Again I repeat one thing, that how many linear factor we are having? X minus 1 first kind and x plus 2 second kind. So try to make them 0. So if you want to make x minus 1 0, what it gives you, what you feel that what the exact value of x must be? X equal to 1. Proper value of x equal to 1. It will get it 0. We don't have to put here, but it was just checking that it is one of the factor, linear factor, which gives an idea that how we can make 0 just by putting x equal to 1. So okay, we have chosen x equal to 1 and put it all the way. Like x equal to 1 here. 1 minus 1 0. 1 minus 1 0 only. B into 1 plus 2. We have 3. So ultimately I got a b equal to 1 by 3. It's very simple now. Now again, put up. So you saw this one. It was the same, you know, when you feel x minus 1, again the same factor is there, same kind of factor there. So only we put x equal to 1 and we obtained one value. Okay, x plus 2. It gives an idea that how it can make 0 by putting x equal to minus 2. So put it all the way by 1. It's a minus 2. It is minus 2. A minus 2 plus 2 0. Minus 2 plus 2 0. And last is minus 2 minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1 square. What will it gives you? C equal to, this is a minus 3 square, 9 minus 2 by 9. You got a C equal to minus 2 by 9. So till now you got a B and C. Now the important and very important thing that you had A, B, C, 3 constant. You got till now B and C. And you just want to find the last one, A. But the thing, we had only 2 linear factors we used. So I am just giving you one trick here or method here, that you had A, B, C 3 constant, you already got 2 constant values B and C. So for third value, we don't need to see the type of factor. We are independent to put any value of x. I will put, which is the easiest one, 0. It was 1. It was minus 2. Except these two, you can put any value. So I am choosing x equal to 0. And see the equation 1 by 1 what it is. By 1 what it is. 0 here. don't confuse. Again, I repeat my sentence that you can put any value except 1 and minus 2. So it is one of the easiest values, 0. So put here 0 equal to a. What will come here? 0 and 0, 2 ones are 2 minus 2a. What about here? 0, 2b. And 0 minus 1 square 1c. And now you please put b and c, what you already have obtained. Put and get your required value, rest value. Look at, I tell you. Is minus 2a, that transfer here. 2b, b is equal to 1 by 3. And what is c? Is a minus 2 by 9. Now take an LCM. It's a 4 by 9. So a equal to 2 by 9. This is all about the LCM procedure and transferring and so on. So you got an A. So hope you've got 3 unknown quantities you had. By choosing linear factor, you got 2 unknown quantities, B and C. The rest is only 1. Then you are independent to take any value of x like here and get the last one. When you will succeed to get all the values A, B, C, go with your x up question. What is question? X minus 1 square x plus 2 is equal to, so A is equal to, you got 2 by 9, so 2 upon 9 x minus 1. B is equal to 1 by 3, 1 by 3 x minus 1 square, and your C minus 2 by 9 and x plus 2. Now it's time to integration. So let me wrap this now, because you already have got the very important thing. Now it's time to go I equal to, after that whole, you know that this is the same and you already have obtained the partial fraction term. So now put here, it's a 2 by 9, x minus 1, 1 by 3, x minus 1 square, 2 by 9, x plus 2. This is dx. Now what you will do, separate in 3 parts. 2 by 9 is a constant value, and 1 by 3 is a constant value. 2 by 9 is a constant value. Now what you will do, you just do the integration. Grab it all now. You do the integration now. What is integration? 1 upon x minus 1 is a log x minus 1. Why? It's type of 1 by x. It is a linear term. And look at 1 by, it is a linear square. You know 1 by x square, how this integration can be formed, can be obtained. It is actually x to the power minus 2. And use a power form, you will get a minus 1 by x. It's a standard formula actually, minus 1 by x. So do here. The answer is minus 1 by x. So instead of x, you will write x minus 1, it's a linear term. And 2 by 9, 1 by x minus, again log of x plus 2, again linear term, plus c. So these two have 2 by 9, 2 by 9 common. Let me take out common 2 by 9. What you have? Log of x minus 1 minus log of x plus 2. These two is a minus 1 by 3, x minus 1 plus c. And lastly, you can give the answer. Log m minus log n is log m upon n. And plus, minus whatever the here is same. So this is an answer. Hope you have got the method, nothing hard. The partial fraction is very important. Then you can get it. Okay. Let me come on the next one now. Hope you got, yesterday we had a question, you remember that, example number 15 it was. Question was 3 sin phi minus 2 cos phi upon 5 minus cos square phi 4 sin phi d phi. So this I was doing, and after doing all the procedure, you know that we came on 3t minus 2 upon t minus 2 whole square dt. and we assumed, t is equal to what we had. You remember that sine phi. Sine phi was taken t. So this was the term we got yesterday. You remember, you can see the previous video. You can understand that from where we got the term. You know what I did? I changed to cos square phi as a 1 minus sine square phi. I made all the term of sine in the denominator. Then I took sine phi equal to t, cos phi d phi equal to dt. That cos phi d phi came dt. And after solving that, we got a 3t minus 2 upon t minus 2 whole square. Now yesterday I left the problem here because t minus 2 square, it is actually second type. Now you come to know. It's a repeating now. So what I'll do now, taking 3t minus 2 upon t minus 2 whole square as a upon t minus 2, so power 2, repeating. So first is 1 power and b upon t minus 2 square. That is a simple thing. Now what I'll do? Hope you getting it? Now what I'll do? I'll take LCM. LCM is always equal to this one. So along with a, what will come? T minus 2 will cancel 1 power. And b is cancelling completely. So only b is remaining here. So 3t minus 2 upon t minus 2 square. Both cancel. 3 minus 2. A, t minus 2 and b. Now go with a search out. This t minus 2 and t minus 2 both are linear, but both are single kind of a linear factor. Okay, so it gives us one value now, either a or b, just by putting t equal to 2. Putting t equal to 2, what you'll have? 3 2s are 6 minus 2 4. 2 minus 2 0. So b, we got a b. And the same sentence I will repeat. A and b, we had a two unknown quantity. One quantity we have found. T minus 2, only one kind of a factor we had. So by helping that linear factor, we got a one quantity, unknown quantity. Second quantity can be found out by putting any value of t except 2. You are independent to for t that time. So put easiest value t is equal to 0. So 0 minus 2 by 1. This is gonna be minus 2. And t is equal to 0 will give you minus 2a. And this is a plus b. So put here b equal to 4. And it's 4 to 6. So a gonna be 3. You got a value. Now put a and b in the question. 3t minus 2 upon, this is a is 3 upon t minus 2 and b is 4 upon t minus 2 square. Now you have got this term. Now you can find I. So I will give you what? 3 upon t minus 2 and 4 upon t minus 2 square. Now separate the integration. 3 will come out and 4 will come out. Then after 1 by t minus 2 is a linear term, log. And that is t minus 2 is a linear but square it is there. So I'll use the same. In last I used, what formula I'll use? 1 by x square minus 1 by x. Same I'll use here. Minus 1 by x plus c. And that's an answer. You can please plus and minus can be written minus 4 by t minus 2. Put t is equal to lastly sine phi. And that will be the answer. So this was yesterday's question which I left. Because I had to tell you the type 2. Now you are well known about that. So you can do it now. Okay. Let me come here with the third type. Type third. In denominator, factors are quadratic and without repetition. This is last time, student. This is quadratic and without repetition. Quadratic and repetition condition is not in your syllabus, in your book, so I won't discuss that. So quadratic and without repetition. What I want to speak. Look at. Can you catch it? This is a linear without repeating type 1. This is quadratic and 1 power meaning without repetition. So your main focus must be on that. So how it is written, how it is expressed, this is well known. This is a upon x plus a. We know it. But this is a questionable thing that how we can express it. So x square plus b, it's a quadratic one. It is always written with a pair bx plus c. This is a significant or standard term that after using a, we have a next letters b and c. So always your quadratic term will be written in that format bx plus c. Okay, confused, I tell you. Suppose this is a question. What you will write? This is very first quadratic without repetition. So okay, we will start with same pair, but we'll start with a. So I'll write to that particular factor as ax plus b. You know that this is very significant and ideal, that ax plus b is a particular pair which comes for quadratic factor. So this is quadratic factor. So ax plus b upon x square plus a will be coming because it was quadratic, and after using b it is a c upon. Still confused? Okay, let me take one more. What do you think? This is quadratic. This is also quadratic. Okay, what I'll write to that? Ax plus b, because again it is a quadratic. So I'll extend the letters b after b, c and d. So I'll write cx plus d and x square plus b. So hope it will help you. The further procedure is very common, but some I will tell you. Just look the board. But first of all, you must know how to write, how to express. Now, what are the question with you? This is third and final type. You know that you're learning the quadratic one. You have learned it now. Okay. So let me take one question from the book so that I could teach you the question, complete question. Hope time will permit us to do this. I got a question, example number 16. I equal to, it's x square plus x plus 1 upon x plus 2 x square plus 1. Can you catch? Taking x square plus x plus 1 upon x plus 2 and x square plus 1. This is the thing. Now, can you see that this is a linear and it is quadratic? Don't be hurry. Actually, initially you have to check it. Is it a proper fraction, improper fraction? You know, x into x square, ultimately x cube here. And it is highest power is 2. Denominator having highest power 3. So definitely it is a proper fraction. And that is very good for us. Because if it is the improper one, you have to divide and convert that lastly in a proper fraction. Okay, it is a proper fraction. And we have factors in denominators. Okay, so this is a linear, it is a quadratic. So we'll write let a upon is a type 1, but it is type 3rd. So I'll write bx plus c upon. So this is the thing. Now after taking LCM, as usual, same will come. So after, along with a it is coming, and it's very simple. These two multiply. It is, the interesting thing is coming now. Look at, these two will cancel. So you are having only this is. Now you remember, students, my words, that always wait for linear factor. And students, if you focus on that, we have a x minus x plus 2 is a linear factor. x plus 2 is a linear factor. And always whenever you see the linear factor, take the help of linear factor, make it 0 by putting proper value of x. And you should know that what value is a proper? X equal to minus 2. When I put x equal to minus 2, it will definitely get 0. So it can give us one value. Can you see? Can you see? Look at I tell you. Put x equal to minus 2. Because it is a quadratic one, it is a factor, but it is a quadratic factor. We can't find any value of x, so that it makes 0. So only this is x equal to minus 2 is good value. Put here minus 2 square 4. Minus 2 plus 1. Minus 2 plus 2 is a 0. So whole is 0. Only a. Minus 2 square is a 4 plus 1 5. This is 5 2 3. 3 by 5 is your a. You got a value of a equal to 3 by 5. Now the question is here that in previous questions, we had a 3 unknown quantity. We already obtained 2 quantities. So for third we were independent. This time also can be done because only we got a single unknown quantity and b and c is still to go. You have to put more 2 values of x except minus 2. You will have a 2 more equation, then you have to solve these equation and you will get answer. Okay, by verbally I told, you can hear me by repeating the video, but I don't want to tell these method. Actually I am telling you the comparing method. You know, whenever the linear factor will be coming, you will definitely use a value putting method. As I did here, I got only one value of a, like b and c still required. So I will tell you one very good thing that I am teaching you the second method called comparing method. And what is this? I tell you. You student, stop here because it is very good that you have obtained one value. Now I will compare to these two. And you know the comparing, guys. Where you learned it? You know the type px plus q upon quadratic 1. This integration type you read, in which I wrote the numerator as a into d by dx into quadratic plus b, and then a and b you found by comparing these two sections. Same I am going to do. Nothing special. Same I am going to do. What? Look at. First of all, guys, what you will do now? You will write that. You will multiply a, b, c. So, you know, I am telling you the method, the trick, so that it will be helpful to you. Okay, we will not multiply, but we will, you know, simply try to write the term so that comparing may be easy. So, I tell you, always keep capital A, capital B, capital C outside of the bracket and write. Okay, A is still already outside. Okay, I'll write. I don't want to multiply because I know that after multiplying I will get ax square plus a. By prediction you can understand. So don't multiply. Okay. How to multiply these two? Choose bx into both. Bx into both. What will come? Bx square, 2bx. But don't include b inside the bracket. Keep b outside. And only multiply to x square plus 2x. Hope you getting it. I don't think that's a tough one. You know, you multiply bx in the bracket, but don't include b in the bracket. Keep b outside and only x multiply in the bracket. What about the c? You also multiply in same. You know, these two are factors, binomial to binomial. So how we can multiply? Bx into both, c into both. So c into both will be written c into both. You know, a, b, c I kept outside. And then what I'll do? I'll now compare both things on comparing coefficient of x square both side. Can you catch the word? Both side comparing coefficient of x square. Can you see the coefficient of x square here? You can catch easily. Look at, on multiplying ax square, coefficient of x square is a. Bx square, coefficient of x square is b. So what is the coefficient of x square? A plus b. So it is a plus b, and what is the coefficient of x square is 1. And you have got a equal to 3 by 5. So put here 3 by 5. plus b equal to 1. So b will be 1 minus 3 by 5. B will be 2 by 5. Again, so same is on comparing to coefficient of x. This time x square, it is x. So search where the x is. This is x. So coefficient of x is 2b and coefficient of x is c. So 2b plus c equal to coefficient of x is 1. Like that. So put b equal to 2 by 5 here. So 4 by 5. C equal to 1 minus 4 by 5 equal to 1 by 5. You got C equal to 1 by 5. So hope you got now. Student, let me rub it out. Now you got the all values. Now put in equation number 1. By 1. Your x square plus x plus 1 upon. And put here a upon. So what is a? Oh, we got a equal to, we got 3 by 5 it was. Okay, a equal to 3 by 5. X plus 2. What is b? 2 by 5x. What is c? 1 by 5 and x square plus 1. Now I'll tell you I equal to. It is integration. 3 by 5 will come outside and it is 2 by 5x 1 by 5 x square plus 1 dx. It's time to integration now, student. See it carefully how we integrate that term. Look at it is very easy. That's log x plus 2. What about that? What about that? It's a 5 and 5 will common. So what remaining 2x plus 1. So let me speak one thing, very important thing I'm telling you. If you will focus on that, it will be easy. It is a linear and it is quadratic. It is a linear and it is quadratic. Linear upon quadratic concept we already have studied. But let me explain. It is x square but not x term is here. We don't have the alone x term is here. So don't do by linear upon quadratic. Because in the case of quadratic, it must be ax square plus bx plus c. You know, single x term should be here. It will be then applied linear upon quadratic. This is not so. It is linear, yes. But it is quadratic x square plus 1. Alone x is not here. So we have another method. Student, focus on that. Do the hard work for that. Log of x plus 2. You only separate this and this. Like 1 by 5. Look at separate. 2x upon this. And 1 upon this. It is very important. What I have done? Only I separated this upon this and this upon this. Now do them easily. What about that? 1 upon 1 plus x square, standard formula, 10 versus x. But it is very important. Look student, this is x to the power 1 and it is x to the power 2. So I'll take this is t.